On everybody, it's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing. And today I was gonna have on Jake Donovan because Alberto Puello had his hearing, but unfortunately his hearing was pushed back a month. So there's not much to have news to talk about. So not gonna have him on just because pretty much what he can speak about on the situation you know I can basically break down in the article he wrote. It's pretty clear. Things have been pushed back the month, and I'll address this again later when more people come on. But yeah, that's the situation as far as what Alberto Puello. And I went to Carlos Montes. What's up, my brother? Al Montas, my man. What's going on, bro? Shout out. Oh, damn. People hopping on quick. That's what's up, man. Everybody hit that like button. On your way in, wipe your finger on that like button. Just because you got something in your hand, and the only thing that could clean it is the like button. Just go. There you go. There you go. Now your finger's clean. As soon as you hit that like button, your finger got clean. But yeah, man. Since people hopping on, I actually will break it down. Fuck it. So yeah, Alberto Puello, he was supposed to have a hearing today with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. According to Puello's team, the reason he tested positive for this substance is because him and his wife were trying to have a child, and unfortunately, he well, not unfortunately, so he had to take some supplements. He had to do some procedures. You know what I'm saying? And according to Puello's team, he had to take these supplements to help him have a child. Now the Nevada, he should have done is report this before he went into a fight. Report like, hey, probably before he had this procedure, just announce to VADA or the WBA or the Nevada State Athletic Commission or whoever he feels he needed to report. He goes, hey man, I'm having a procedure. I'm not sure the supplements they're giving me. Here's the information. So now if this pops up in one of my drug tests, this is why. And had he done that, I'm assuming everything would have been clear. But I'll read what the article says. Juan de la Cruz, pay-per-view for me. Yo, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do. So yeah, let me put up the article. So it says Alberto Puello temporary suspension extended by Nevada Commission, remains WBA champion in recess. So I'll read a little bit of the article and then break down what that means. So Alberto Puello will remain without his title or a fight at least for 1 month. The five-member Nevada State Athletic Commission panel voted unanimously to extend the temporary suspension of the unbeaten Dominican during its monthly agenda hearing held Wednesday at state headquarters in Las Vegas. Puello was previously placed under suspension after producing a positive drug test for banned substance clomiphene from a sample collected by VADA on April 5th and discovered on April 19th. The commission voted to table the matter until the next monthly agenda hearing on a yet to be scheduled June date. So basically, what this is saying is that there's a five-member panel at the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and they I guess they couldn't come to a decision today. So they will keep Puello under temporary suspension, which isn't a big deal because he wasn't going to fight in a month anyways. So they will keep him in temporary suspension for a month. And as far as when this date will be, they'll be making a decision in June. There is no specific date, but in about a month. So if it's in exactly a month, it'll be June 17th, but I doubt it'll be exactly a month, but it'll be in a month or so time. So I'll read some other parts of the article that I find. All right. So Puello and his team acknowledged the April 5th drug test and have a complaint in the ongoing investigation. He immediately provided an alibi for the substance found in his system, as he and his wife are now expecting a child. We already sent evidence to the proper agencies, Belica Peña, Puello's promoter, previously told Boxing Scene. We have proof of the doctor visits, the hospital stays, and his wife's pregnancy. The extended hearing will keep Puello out of the ring, though the delay comes as the status of his old title in disarray. So basically, Bejica Peña, who's Alberto Puello's promoter, is basically saying like, "Hey, listen, we provided all the documentation possible to prove why this substance was in his system, and we're just waiting on a ruling." That's basically what it is. So, we'll see what comes about it. By the way, Al Montas and Ariel Alvarado, shout out to both of y'all for for watching my Al Bernstein interview earlier today, man. I really appreciate that, man. Oh, by the way, guys, so I unfortunately was demonetized. YouTube demonetized my page. I don't want to talk about why. It was just some stupid rule. So I'm currently not able, you guys are not able to send me super chats anymore. I'm no longer making money off the videos. Like if you see a video of mine, I'm no longer making money from those videos. So if you guys still want to support me, support the channel, you guys can cash at me. I put the cash app underneath right here. It's $ Joel City. And then if you don't have Cash App, but you have Zelle, you have Bank of America or Chase or Citibank or Wells Fargo, so a bunch of other banks, and you have Zelle, it's BroadwayJoel@yahoo.com. So if you guys want to support the channel, that's the only way you can do it. You guys can no longer super chat me. It's unfortunate. And also, if you guys also want to take it a step further and support it another way, go to BroadwayJoel.com and buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt. But yeah, man, that's the situation that's going on right now. Hopefully, I'm gonna appeal. I'm gonna appeal why I'm being demonetized. So hopefully, I'll get that back. But I'm not gonna have a date to appeal and all that until a month from now. So again, if you guys want to still support me, the Cash App and the Zelle is under there. And if you don't want to just send money and you rather get something back from your money, okay, that's fine with me. Go to BroadwayJoel.com, buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt, make yourself look good, man. You know what I'm saying? When they bring that fight card to New York, you want to make sure you represent and you want to look good. Dominican boxing shirt, man. Go on BroadwayJoel.com. But yeah. Oh, and so enough about that. So today on Twitter, I was on Twitter and I saw Fight Hype's Twitter account tweet something. I'm gonna see if I pull it up before, that's probably a better way of showing you guys what's going on. Yeah. So I was on Twitter and I came across this tweet, which worries me a lot. And I definitely want to talk about this on my channel. All right. All right. So here, Fight Hype tweeted this. Well, that fight is off. Someone will break the news eventually. Now, they didn't get specific as to what fight was going to be off, but the only fight we can think of that's being anticipated is being, talked about among social media is Spence versus Crawford. It looks like they haven't been able to provide a happy medium for both parties. We've been asking for this fight for about 4 to 5 years. We have not gotten it. Not quite sure why. So that's the situation with Spence Crawford. And when you see this tweet, and Fight Hype, I consider them a legitimate news source. When they tweet something like that, and they know immediately where boxing fans' minds are going to go to. It's not like we're like, oh, are they talking Fury Usyk? Are they talking Wilder AJ? Are they talking Inoue Fulton? No, that's nobody who saw that tweet thought that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought like, all right, he must be talking about Spence versus Crawford. So I have no inside source regarding that fight happening, being on or off. But I saw that tweet and I was like, I figured I'd share it with you guys so we can, I don't know if you guys know anything, But I don't know. I haven't heard anything. But I just had Al Bernstein on, and what he said, he was like, as far as he knows, the you know the the negotiations are still ongoing. So who knows? Who knows? I personally want the fight to happen, but you know, that's the thing about boxing, man. Boxing politics is crazy. And now, honestly, let me take that back. Not even boxing politics, man. It's like, yo, what is taking so long? This is for undisputed in the welterweight division. That hasn't happened since Zab Judah did it in the 3-belt era. You know what I'm saying? It had never been done in a 4-belt era. So you'll be making history. This is also a glamour division. This will also be undefeated versus undefeated. This is a fight where each fighter is going to be making a good amount of money. I'm not going to sit here and predict how much money they would be making, but they will be making a good over $5 to $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it done. Like, figure it out. It has to be a way how this fight can be figured out, because this is the fight the fans want. Fans want this fight. The boxing, casuals want this fight. This isn't like a situation where only the hardcores want this. No. Everybody in here is probably the boxing guy at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you watch boxing, right? Like, oh, they probably only know Floyd and Canelo or something like that. And they don't even know that Floyd's retired. And anytime they bring up boxing to you, is about Jake Paul or some shit. But some of those people, they still know Spence and Crawford. They go, what about those welterweight guys? I don't know, man. Are they ever going to fight? Man, that's why boxing's dead. I'm going to go watch UFC. And the thing is with boxing is we don't get enough people talking about it positively. So when we have a match made in heaven, 2 offensive fighters, 2 American fighters, 2 undefeated, 2 champions, 1 3 belts, 1 belt, and it'll clear up who's the best welterweight in the division. It'll clear up who's the best welterweight in the division after Mayweather. Put it like that. Maybe I guess maybe Keith Thurman solidified himself as the best welterweight when he beat Porter and Danny Garcia at one point. So maybe at that point there was a best welterweight then. But even then, this will really, really clarify everything, because the person will be for undisputed. So I don't know. I'm just a bit disappointed about how these negotiations have gone, and it's like, and it hasn't been transparent at all. Things have been very quiet. There's been, and usually they say when things are quiet is good, but goddamn, bro, when's the fight gonna happen? They talk about July, man. The clock is ticking. If you talk about July, that's in 2 months. That's a quick turnaround for a promotion. A big fight like this needs a big promotion. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But another rumor I heard, and I'm not reporting this and I'm not confirming this, is that Ryan Garcia will announce who his new trainer is tomorrow. And there's rumors that it's going to be Derrick James. That one is solely a Twitter rumor. Somebody asked me that earlier today. I saw another boxing fan of my, a friend of mine, who he's a fan, but who does have connections, say he heard that rumor, but nobody's been able to confirm it. But can you imagine Ryan Garcia with Derrick James? He'll be in the same gym as Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo and Frank Martin and Anthony Joshua. It's like, whoa, like that, like, really? You're gonna be in the gym with those guys? And he'll be leaving Southern California, which I like. I like that. I think Ryan Garcia needs to get out his comfort zone. I'm leaving Southern California, going to Dallas, Texas, completely different place, and learning from literally 2022 trainer of the year, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. And you imagine the valuable sparring sessions he'll have with Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? And who knows, down the line he fights a Tank. He'll have all this valuable sparring with a with a good southpaw in Frank Martin. If this move is true, I like it. I like it. But last I heard from a Mexican reporter, a legitimate Mexican reporter, was that Ryan Garcia was inquiring about going back to Eddie Reynoso, which I liked. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like him being around Canelo, because I think they have similar attributes. They both kind of don't have the strongest footwork, but they both have really quick hands and a lot of power in their hands. And I felt like they had a good relationship being around Canelo, seeing how hard he works and seeing how he trains. I felt like it was good for Ryan. So I wouldn't mind him going back to Eddie Reynoso, but him training with Derrick James isn't even something that crossed my mind. And as soon as it did, I liked it. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I like it. That's creative. It'll be, like I mentioned, him leaving Southern California, him training with alongside world-class athletes like Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo, and then having a sparring, I don't want to call him a sparring partner, but somebody available there to spar, and Frank Martin, who is a top 5, top 10 lightweight. So for sure, I would love that move if that's true. But guys, I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man. I saw my man Al and my man Juan in the chat. I don't know if they want to hop on, but I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to call in, chop it up with me, man. For sure, man. Y'all know y'all more welcome to do so. And while we wait for people to do that, make sure y'all hitting that like button and subscribe button if y'all have it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Definitely do that. And that Cash App is open, man. Joel City. And if you want to Zell me, Broadway Joel at yahoo.com, man. That's the Zell. But yeah, man, so let me talk about this past Saturday. Hold on. This past Saturday, well, yeah, I'll start off with the main event. I was gonna start off with the opening card, but I'm not. This past Saturday, man, Rolly Romero versus Ismael Barroso. First of all, like, man, I knew Rolly wasn't a good fighter, but I didn't know he was that trash. He was clearly losing to Ismael Barroso. Even got dropped by Ismael Barroso. Ismael Barroso looks like, claims he's 40 years old, but looks like he's 50. Slow as hell. And was beating Rolly Romero, like I just mentioned before, even dropped him. It was like, I was like, what is going on? Like, as trash as Rolly is, I thought he would be able to beat this guy. Carlos, what's up, man? I thought he was.
What's up, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Let me finish this breakdown real quick. I thought he would be able to beat Barroso, but then I don't know where he drops Barroso, and then when you see the replay, it wasn't really a drop. He hurt him. I don't even want to say hurt him, stunned him, and then kind of like pushed him to the ground. So the Nevada State Athletic Commission would have overturned that between the breaks. And then he's in the corner and he's fighting back. I feel landing the better shots in that quarter, and the referee jumps in and stops it. It makes you question if it's just incompetence and it's not corruption. I'm not saying it is, but it makes you wonder. Carlos, what's up, bro?
Doing good, bro. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I was just about to talk about that fight with you, bro. Like, I like Rolly, bro. Like, I actually fuck with Rolly. Like, he's funny as fuck to me, and his fighting style, like, whether or not you want to make fun of his shit, I like it because he knocks people out. But I don't know, bro. That fight against that guy, he looked like, I don't want to just be disrespectful, but he looked way older than 40 years old. I'll say that right now. He looked like my grandpa. But, bro, like, just to see how bad he struggled in that fight, and then he got that controversial stoppage. I don't like how he would have done against Puello, and I don't like his chances against like the top 140.
Nah, yo, if Puello would have been in there,
yeah, it would have been bad, bro.
Oh, it would have been embarrassing if Puello was there.
It would have been bad. Right. It would have got nasty out there.
It would have been a classic whipping.
I think he would have stopped him. Just seeing how bad he looked,
And that wasn't even like a hook or uppercut. He got hit with a straight shot down the middle.
Yeah.
He looked at worse than when they stopped the fight for this guy. No, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, Puello. I mean,
stop it.
Joel, I don't remember the last time I felt so sad watching a boxing match because I really felt embarrassed for my sport. I really felt like ashamed for the sport that I love because this could have been a beautiful Cinderella story.
Yeah, that guy's never gonna get another title shot. Never,
and it's not because this guy is bad. It's just that some people in boxing get a harder road than other people. And as fans, we don't understand that, a lot of times. Because they be shoving guys down our throats like Rolly. They shove guys like him down our throats. A guy that has zero talent, a guy that has just mouth. Because if he had to earn that the hard way and fight guys like Rodriguez, Lipinets, if we didn't have to fight guys like that, he would never get a title shot.
Never. Hell no.
Because those guys would have been schooled him already.
No, and then there's people that have the fucking nerve to be like, oh, well, he's good for the sport because he talks and he does this. He'll be a good B-side. Like, yo, bro, like, I'm not into these motherfuckers' pockets. Do y'all want to see good fights? Or y'all want to worry about how much money an event is going to go that you're not getting a penny of? That shit is weird to me, man.
Yo, I asked somebody, you watching a Rolly fight tonight? And he's a true boxing face. I don't watch fights like that. It kind of makes me feel the type of way like that.
No, I don't want to cut you off, but I was like watching that fight, and I think like 6 or 7 rounds in, when Rolly wasn't doing shit, and the other guy was just kind of doing better. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I tried. Nah. I literally just got off and just went to sleep because
I was shocked how Rolly was fighting,
doing anything. And yeah, bro, he fought fucking scared and like against
he was scared. I'm
like, bro, does this dude hit like fucking harder than Tank? Because even against Tank, he was pressuring him more. And he was running away from that dude.
Running. And Barroso was winning the fight, but he was winning the fight by landing punches to the body, and he wasn't.
Because that's all Rolly would give him.
He wasn't really doing nothing spectacular, but he was winning the rounds. I just don't get how fucking Rolly like
this. And this is going to be more embarrassing now, guys. Think about this for a second. All the times that Rolly has fought a guy of some type of level, he has lost to Martinez, Tank, and now this guy. He didn't win none of those fights
at all. At all.
Yeah.
He's I don't know, man. Al, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Broadway? What's going on, guys?
Okay,
nah, man, it's corruption at its finest, man.
Yo,
eso da vergüenza, man.
Yo, because I don't ever like saying like, yo, that shit was fixed, that shit was corrupt. I never like saying
that was bad. That was bad.
Yo, but
that
this was so bad.
The worst stoppage ever.
Yeah, this was so bad. You can't help but think that. You can't help but be like, yo, I don't know, man. Like,
and I thought about my own guys. All my guys are gonna be the B-side in fights. This is gonna think about the Edwin de los Santos fight. Think about how much that referee was helping the A side. Think about if at any point de los Santos looked at a little bad because Rayo could punch. He fucking don't want to stop the fight.
Yeah, I ain't even think of that.
He asked when what's the name got put down. He asked De Los Santos, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And you saw De Los Santos immediately get up. Don't worry about Rayo, man. And it's true. This shit never happens for the B side.
No, but my thing is, yo, the commission, the fact that the referee and the commission didn't want to give an interview afterwards, I felt was shameful. And not only that, the commission should fucking put out a statement and suspend the referee. Yo, that's such a bad stoppage that it can't go unpunished. It can't just be like, yo, that's it.
No, we're not doing nothing about it.
Nah,
I think them.
Yo, it hurt me.
There's got to be accountability, man.
Yo, it hurt me when
hold on, Juan. Suspend them and make them take a fucking training course or some shit. The same way when you get a ticket and you get points on your license and you got to take a class, defensive driving class to get those points off. He should do the same.
Facts.
I didn't sleep that night. I went to sleep man late because I couldn't believe like they didn't even try to hide it. They didn't even try to make you get the knockdown wrong and you get the stoppage wrong.
Yep.
It's bad.
That was bad. That was
And
bad
even
all
in
the way
the
around, man.
stoppage, the only thing that connected was when he pushed him.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like the other dude was landing back more
And it was
than
the
Rolly
one
was.
landing
They stopped
punches.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
the other
Honestly,
guy
bro,
was landing better punches.
I agree. I think it's the same way like these fighters get suspended or like for a certain amount of time for doing certain shit. Like I think the referees should get suspended for a certain amount of time for doing stupid shit like that.
Yo,
Like that.
Paulie
Honestly, I was
Malignaggi,
like, I can't think of a worse stoppage than that. My bad. But
Paulie
yeah, I can't think of a worse
when
stoppage than that.
Paulie Malignaggi, what?
Malignaggi went in because you know Paulie's big on that corruption shit.
Yeah, I was watching the
He
Teddy
feels-
Atlas video
he
too.
goes on
Teddy.
up. Bro, he said that he met Barroso about 7-8 years ago. And he was ready to get into a fight. And he was going to fight a hard top prospect. Like those guys get most of the time. And he actually beat him. Barroso beat him. And he said that at the weigh-in, he asked some guy, yo, why is this guy crying, bawling, crying like that?
Oh, yep.
Bro,
His wife.
3 days before the fight, his wife got murdered in
Yep.
Venezuela. And he said, these are the guys in boxing that get the shitty deals, that get the shitty managements that put him in the worst fights. 2 weeks in notice, that get no money for fighting. And this guy finally gets his shot. Finally gets his shot to be a champion, and they take that shit away from him at 40 years old. That guy will never get a title shot again. That guy probably don't even. Man, don't let me. I'm about to get on my police shit, bro.
No, you're right. You're right.
Crazy,
Like that's the type of shit that if I was a more emotional dude,
Bro,
I would fucking cry.
I lived in a third world country, man. This guy's from Venezuela.
Yep.
No, but what's that? Al?
Yeah, I agree with Juan 100%, man. I saw that video, man, and it's tough.
You know
Yep.
that we're the ones that literally are breaking the generational poverty in our family when we come to the United States and make a few dollars. It shit is sad, bro, and it fucks me up because it's our people, man.
But that's why I say the commission got to do something. And I know I already know what these fucking clowns are gonna say. Oh, you don't want to do that because then you create a system where referees are gonna be scared to stop fights and they may let fights go on too long. But it's like, nah, this was so egregious that people should understand. This was a disgust. Like again, y'all never heard me, never since I've been on this YouTube channel. Talk about corruption. Y'all never heard me say a word.
Hey, Broadway, I have
this guy was paid off.
Quick question.
I never said none of that. Hold on, Carlos. I never said none of that. And I'm coming on here saying, hey, I don't know. I'm not saying he did, but I don't know, man.
This is the guy that allowed Jose Luis Castillo and the other guy to beat each other's brains out in that legendary fight. He was the referee.
You're right. I ain't even. He was the referee for when David Morrell put that dude in a coma.
Morrell's the A-side, though.
What's up, Carlos? You was going to say something?
All right. Like, let's say, I don't know if Barroso can do this, like, because it was a TKO, but would there be any chance that he can appeal this?
I know. Like, I've been watching boxing for over 20 years. I've never seen somebody appeal something and it'll get overturned. Never.
Yeah. All right. That's what I imagine.
That's never going to happen, man.
It happened with our Haney Mendes, and they had to spend hella money to even get that because he got knocked out by at the end of the fight, at the end of the round.
Yeah, after the bell. Yeah, he got him back in the head.
I don't know if you remember that, Joel.
Nah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was an ESPN fight. That's when Mendes was defending.
Got knocked out.
And then they rematch, and then it was like a boring.
And then the rematch, yeah. That was the first defense. The first defense for Mendes. I remember that one.
Yeah. Well, hold on. And somebody in the chat, Adrian, is asking what happened to the super chat. So unfortunately, my page was demonetized.
Yo, we need you to put that email so we can see it.
Yeah, my email's under there. So if you guys want to cash at me, it's $ Joel City. And if you guys want to Zelle me, it's BroadwayJoel@yahoo.com.
Yeah, it's easier now because I like Zelle.
Yeah, if you want to support me in another way because you want,
I gotta get that shirt.
You gotta get a box Dominican boxing shirt.
I'm embarrassed that I haven't got.
Yeah, BroadwayJoel.com if you guys want to support and buy a shirt. But yeah, man, unfortunately my page was demonetized. I'm gonna
fuck YouTube.
I'm not gonna say that because I'm trying to win my appeal.
I'm
trying to win my appeal, so I'm not gonna say that.
All right, well, no, I'm gonna say it for you. But bro, like, how does that even happen? Because I mean, I see your videos, and I mean, you don't do nothing outlandish.
Yeah,
I see a lot of these channels.
Matter of fact, you stopped other people from talking crazy on your channel.
Yeah, man.
I think someone's hating on you.
It's whatever, man. It's whatever. I'm gonna appeal it, and I'm gonna try to get
this. Do me a favor on all your videos. Put all your things, your Cash App, your email, so we the fans can know where you at. Cause
From now on, every time I go live, even when I get the super chat back, which again it won't be for another.
I love the work that you do, bro. I got people DMing me and following me. I love your energy on Joel. On the I got people following me and DMing me, man. What are you doing, man? You should consider doing. I'm like, nah, I work too much, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm glad people fucking with you, man.
No, you created a home for us, man, where we can vent.
Nah, for real, man. I love it when you come on, Al, all these guys, all my Dominicans, man. Y'all come on.
Can't wait till we all get together for the big event. All the Dominican shirts, all the flags, the tambora, the weeda. Oh man, I see us there already.
Yo, bro,
it's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie. I could already envision it, man. I wanted to be a Damas Charlo. I wanted to be a Damas Charlo at the Barclays.
I sent you the article with what Suleiman said, right?
That will be great, man. Charlo and Damas.
I sent you the article with Suleiman said, right?
What'd he say?
He says that Charlo's talking about fighting Andrade, and Suleiman said, "I don't have no problem with that fight, but if he doesn't do that fight, the only things we will sanction is the Adames fight and the Munguia fight. I don't like the Munguia fight because I don't think Munguia has earned that. But he's saying Munguia is the number1 challenger. And Adames is the mandatory or something like that.
Yo, but how the fuck Munguia the biggest duck in boxing?
You know how? Come on.
Nah. Hold on. That's some fucking bullshit.
I sent you the article. Read it. DM it to you.
Yo, the thing is, I've been busy all day, man. But my thing is, he's fighting Demonetization at 168. How is he gonna get a chance to fight at
Mexican? Because he's Mexican. You have to understand that.
Yeah, yo, bro. If I'm Adames, as soon as they sign a fight for Munguia Charlo, I'm suing.
You could do that.
Champion.
It's a private organization, though.
No, but you can sue. If you don't go by your rules, I can sue you.
That's true because you're losing monetarily. Wise, you're losing.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're losing on a big payday,
and I'm paying you a sanctioning fee to by the rules.
You're right.
Nah, hell no.
He's paying for that belt. You're right.
Yeah, and you know. Yeah, you know what?
This is why it's important. All the Dominicans that's watching, this is why it's important for us to share Brother Joel's content. Even I got to do it on Facebook, on Instagram. They have an infrastructure where they have a monopoly on the belts and on the boxing game. Why? Because their fans support their boxers. Mexican fans support their boxers. So they have a monopoly on the game.
You know what's crazy? You want to hear something crazy? I'm gonna drop some historical shit on y'all. Y'all know the WBO is in Puerto Rico. Y'all know
Puerto Rican,
right?
Yeah.
It was a Dominican that started it.
It was a Dominican.
No.
Yeah. Him and Balcacel. It was Dominican and Balcacel that started it. In
Are
89.
you kidding me?
Dominican, I don't know why he wasn't interested in doing it anymore. He gave it up to the Puerto Rican.
Oh
that's crazy.
Is he there?
That's a fun fact.
That's it. He don't own it
back in 89. Yeah, that was back in 89, 88.
He probably didn't think it was gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. He should have stuck to it because now, and not for nothing, y'all know I used to trash the WBA. When I was on here, I stopped trashing the WBA because they the only ones really fucking with Dominicans like that. They get, you know, my man Puello, what's his name? Hector Luis Garcia, Mini Pac-Man Rosa, Michelle Rivera. What was that?
They're the only ones. It's true.
They're the only
They're
ones.
based in Panama, right?
Yeah, it's based in Panama.
Panama, yeah.
But the Gilberto Mendoza is from Venezuela.
The WBC does it a little bit, but if we had, how is it that De Los Santos hasn't been mandated? He's already in the top 10. The WBC, after he beat Rayo, should have had a title eliminator fight already.
I agree. And yo, the lightweight division is so stacked. You could have easily find him a good opponent. But yo, every time I talk to people in this camp, the date as to when he's gonna fight just keeps getting further and further.
And that demoralizes a fighter, man. It demoralizes a fighter, man. Like, what can you do? What can you do? It's like you gotta be Rolly and talk shit. Yeah. I guess
hold on. My man Dan, the boxing man, shout out to you, my brother. Says Charlo versus Andrade against the winner of Adames versus Williams would be perfect in my opinion. And I agree with that. That would be perfect. I'm not sure Andrade can make 160.
That's the thing. He can't make 160.
But I don't know.
He said he'll allow it. He will allow the fight as a fight for him to come off. Like, why would you want to come over 2 years later to fight it? That's not.
No, but let's say he loses. Let's say the fight's at 168 and he loses there. What happens with the belt?
He keeps the title. You know that because a lot of what's the name just did that. Our guy, Hector Luis Garcia.
Yeah, man. But I don't know, man. But you cannot. Like, you coming back, right, to not defend your title in another division, still leaving that belt fucking hostage?
Hostage, brothers.
I don't know, man.
Adames, this is what's going to happen to Adames, guys. Adames is going to be on that. He's going to have to fight hard to whoop everybody's behind that they put in front of him so he could get a crack at Charlo, because I believe Charlo will vacate that belt before he has to fight Adames.
I agree.
I promise you.
But hold on, look. So they got the WBC has obviously Adames as the interim. Then they has Triple G as the number 1 contender, and number 2 is Munguia.
Yeah, they just ascended Munguia to number 1. I think that's why he said that.
And Sergey Derevyanchenko's ranked number 3, but the fight's at 168. I don't know what's going on, man. Like, I need to interview Mauricio Sulaiman, man, because like he's done some bozo shit, but I think this one takes the cake, man. This one takes the cake. But yo, De Los Santos, man, he should fight Yoshino, the guy who just fought Shakur. What do y'all think of that?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Yoshino, the guy, the Japanese guy. Why not him?
So,
he's a ranked opponent. And and it's a common opponent with what's his name? With Shakur. Then there's this guy Francesco Patera, who's ranked number 12 in the WBC. Like, yo, man, I honestly do not know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Edwin De Los Santos, he must have smashed somebody's girl, some shit. Like,
he smashed their baby. Yo,
right. Yep.
That was gonna be the guy that was gonna be the next one up from Mexico, bro. That's how they was promoting him.
Bro, I spoke to Steven Espinoza on Friday. The fight was, and I told him, who's your number 1 prospect? He said Rayo. The fight with De Los Santos was on a Sunday. I told him, yo, he's getting knocked out on Sunday. Steven Espinoza laughed at me. He's like,
wow.
I'm like, all right. Boom, boom, boom. 3 rounds. The next time I spoke to him, I was like, I don't know if you remember me, but me and you spoke, and I told you Rayo was going to get knocked out. And he just he gave him his props. But what I want him to do is give him a date, man. Like shit.
Exactly.
Yo, what I don't understand though is how Frank Martin versus De Los Santos wasn't the next fight.
I'm learning something from watching some of Paulie interviews. He was like, the guys at the top in boxing love the way they are, because they ain't niche, not a popular sport, because they get to control it the way that they want. They get to control it the way that they don't want things to go right. They want to make the most money as possible, and they know it's with fighters that are popular. And it just makes sense.
Look at Rolly. Rolly's gonna fight Ryan Garcia. That fight's gonna happen.
Sense.
That fight's definitely happening.
Our guys gotta do like 10 eliminators to get a title shot.
Yeah, they got.
We're
in the hard way.
They did Michelle dirty. Michelle should have been had a crack at the title.
That was his third. The fight against Frank Martin where he lost, that was his third eliminator. It's like, yeah, if you just keep throwing them fucking eliminators, eventually he's gonna lose one of them.
They knew not to give him Rolly. They knew not to give him all these guys he would easily whoop.
Would be a good fight for him will be against Rayo. He should fight Rayo. Michelle Rivera.
Al Heyman, he sucks our helmet. That's why I think he's
like that. I like that. I don't know if Rayo will take it, but I like that fight. That's a good one.
I don't think Rayo will take that fight because if Michelle comes in and wait and comes in nice, Rayo can't do nothing with him.
Oh yeah, yo, update, and thank you so much for what was his name? Hold on, Luis Rodriguez. Thank you so much for reminding me. Update on the rankings. Elvis Rodriguez is now ranked number 10 in the IBF out of nowhere. That IBF? Right there in the IBF. So that right there, I don't know. I've been hearing rumors that Subriel Matias is going to the zone. But a random move like that makes me think they're positioning him to one day fight Subriel Matias.
He has to get past Lipinets, though.
I mean, that fight has been agreed upon but not signed. I don't know.
Oh, has it been signed? I thought it was. Okay.
Oh, you have you heard of a date?
No. I just saw the posting that they agreed to fight.
Yeah, they agreed to fight, but I'm sure if PBC goes, you know what? Scrap that. We're gonna.
Who agreed to fight? Who agreed to fight?
Lipinets and
Elvis.
Elvis Rodriguez.
Oh, I thought it was already
agreed to fight. Yeah.
I don't know. Usually when people just randomly pop up in rankings because he popped up at 10, it wasn't like, oh, he popped up at 15 or 14. He randomly shows up at 10 ahead of Ryan Garcia, ahead of Arnold Barboza, ahead of Jack Catterall. It's like,
you think he'll be ready for Subriel Matias on his next fight, or you think he should get one more fight in between?
I think he's as ready as he's gonna be, man. He's 27, 28. He's not a young guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think that those styles work better for him as opposed to the styles like where, like a guy like Richardson Hitchens or somebody who's going to be moving around in the ring on him.
Yeah.
I do think that him and Subriel make for an exciting fight. And, I'm not saying he beats him. I'm not saying he loses, but he definitely has a shot.
Yeah, he's gonna test out Subriel's chin to see if he actually, because he hasn't fought a big puncher like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Subriel Matias.
For true boxing fans, we're not upset when someone fights a champion and he fights with heart, makes it a good close fight. It's this bozos like Rowley and these promoters that promote these guys that care about that damn zero. We don't care about that.
Al, how do you see a fight between Subriel and Elvis Rodriguez?
It's going to be a knockout. It's not going 12. I'll tell you that.
That's for sure. That's for sure, man.
I think Elvis will be smart and will box. I don't think he's going to make the fight close distance. I know Subriel Matias is going to want to cut the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a stoppage, either or. Because Elvis got the hands.
Yeah,
he's heavy-handed. He's just a little reserved. Letting his hands go.
But that's what I'm saying with Subriel's activity level. I think he'll pick up his activity, and also considering Subriel is such an active fighter, I think Elvis landing punches in between is definitely a possibility.
I think the biggest punch is going to be in the ring with. I think Elvis is a tremendous puncher.
No, I agree. I
It's the
think
activities that I'm
they
worried
both
about.
have different types of power. I think Subriel
He has to
Subriel
break
has
you
like
down.
that.
Break you
Yeah, he
down.
breaks you down. Like he
Yeah.
beats the fuck out of you and
Mhm.
stops you. That's how he knocks you out. Elvis is more of a one shot,
Yeah.
really hurts you and then gets you out of there. Like
Yeah. He could 1-2, boom, and it's game over.
yeah.
That fight will not pass 8 rounds for sure.
Nah, for sure. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
One thing that I would desire, and I know this is coming off topic a bit, but I think you guys are gonna agree. I hope that no one gives this guy a money fight next, like a Ryan Garcia, with the farce, the scam that's going on.
Oh, but that's what's next, brother. Eso es lo próximo, loco.
Yeah, but I hope Ryan steps up.
That joint, I think they did that. It was lined up because they already know that's gonna be the next fight.
You think Ryan was gonna want to fight him?
Oh, of course, easy payday, money.
Yeah,
of course.
And Ryan knocks him out. I don't give a fuck.
Ryan knocks him out.
Ryan knocks him out.
Ryan knocks him out clean.
5-6 rounds, he knocks him out.
Makes him look like a joke that we all know he is. And after that, I want to see his face again. I sound like a bitter fan. I gotta tone it down.
Yo, this dude says Elvis only has a 81% KO percentage. Only 81%? You know how high that is?
What does he want? Freaking 99, 100%?
95? 81%? You know how high of a KO percentage that is?
Yeah.
Yo, these dudes is crazy.
It is in boxing that I noticed that people compare boxers to only the top guys, but they tend to forget that the top guys are so protected a lot of times.
Exactly.
And they're put on with guys that tailor made for their styles. A lot of people
exactly.
This is a
and then they call it an upset. Then they call it, oh, it's an upset. No, it's not an upset. Whoever watches boxing and studies the styles, they more or less know, like, you know, there's a possibility that the unknown fighter is gonna win. People need to understand that boxing is a global sport. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sport that's just fought here in the US. It's all, you never know. There could be somebody from Europe right now in 2 years killing the game. Who knows? Some Eastern Europeans, man.
Look at Hector. Yo, who the fuck? I didn't think Hector was gonna beat Colbert.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, I'll be replaying the fight, and I'm like, how can this guy be Colbert? He's too fast.
I'm like, yo, this dude straight up dominated.
Yeah.
I did know De Los Santos was gonna beat Rayo, but most people didn't. Like the odds are like 8-1 or some shit like that. So
yeah, I didn't know who was De Los Santos. I was like, ay, mi madre, another Dominican, man. That's what I swear to God. And then the first one, I'm like, oh snap, this guy's he got some nice hands. And the next thing you know, your man's on the floor. Your man riding on the floor. I'm like, oh shit.
I was watching him when he ripped that kid Acosta in the first round.
Oh man, that was
a devastating knockout. That's the type of knockout you don't want your fighter ever fighting again.
For real. Hold on. Listen to this, right? Everybody on the panel talking right now. We do not want Ryan versus Rolly, right? We don't want that fight, right?
We don't want it, but you know
the killers we got.
Nah, but hold on. My man Randy says Ryan versus Puello after the Rolly fight.
That could happen, yeah. That would be a big payday.
You see what I'm saying? And maybe it works out in our favor after all.
You know what's crazy? But I'm kind of.
I think they're gonna feed him. They're gonna put Puello against somebody else. Like I don't know. I didn't get to hear what you said in regards to his case, but he's a champion in recess, right? As of now.
Champion in recess, yes.
So technically, he's supposed to fight Rolly, right? Technically.
Well, right now, so the hearing was supposed to be today, but you know that's
they pushed it back, right?
But right now, what if the WBA goes by their rules, and you never know with these sanctioning bodies?
Yeah.
Rolly will have to fight O'Hara Davies next.
Who the heck is that?
Well, from the UK, yeah.
He's a mandatory, and then the winner of that fight will have to fight Puello when he comes back, if he's deemed to be like, oh, you know, whatever, he tested positive because of a procedure or whatever the case. That's what would happen.
I don't know if you remember, but when the PBC initiated, They didn't want these sanctioned bodies controlling the fight so much that they actually consider having their own belt.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Their own belt, because it's like dealing with these sanctioning bodies, man. But at the end of the day, they still will control the fight. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna be against something happening like that because something needs to happen. We have way too many belts.
You mean
no, it's not only that we have belts that don't go by the rules.
Yeah.
But when you break the rules, it cheapens the belt because, oh yeah, you a man. Look at Adames. He's been a mandatory for 9 months and hasn't been ordered.
Even Tank has a regular belt. Think about that.
Yeah. The WBA was, we're gonna consolidate belts. We're gonna do this. All right. Well,
we call it a guy
they didn't do it.
They ain't do it. They ain't do it in the divisions we want. Like David Morrell still WBA regular. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, because they're not gonna order a mandatory on Canelo.
Oh shit, that's true. Oh
yeah, he's in a tough situation. You got Benavidez from WBC, Morrell from WBA. I'm not sure who's the WBO mandatory for him.
No, the WBO mandatory was Ryder.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ryder. Yeah.
Yeah, and
so he's in a tough spot now because he should fight either or. I don't mind him fighting Morrell. I don't think he's gonna fight Morrell.
I'm fine with either one of them. But when I talked to Samson told me that most likely what's his name? This guy's gonna fight. They're gonna fight each other, Morrell and Benavidez. But that Benavidez is still trying to get
the Canelo fight.
Trying to get that Canelo fight. So before he signs,
Morrell is dangerous, you know.
I think Morrell beats him. For some reason, something tells me Morrell's gonna beat him.
I don't doubt it either.
If I don't like that fight. You know why I don't like
Well, you know who's gonna win for sure though? You know who's gonna win? David's gonna win.
Right? Oh yeah. Yo, by the way, the IBF mandatory is this guy named William Skull.
Oh, from the UK? He's from the UK. He's fighting him.
Yeah, right. Oh, and then Canelo goes, "Oh, bro, it was a mandatory. I didn't want to get stripped."
From the UK.
I bet you Puello was had the belt. They'll put a straight killer in there for him.
Yup, of course.
Barroso was his mandatory, and they were like, "Nah, we're gonna give you Rolly."
And then that's crazy.
Yo, fucking Puello, if Puello ain't test positive for his situation, he probably would have beat both them motherfuckers in one night.
Even that positive got me thinking shit, bro.
Well, they probably set the whole shit up. You never know. You never know.
Nah. I'm not gonna take it that far. I'm not gonna take it that far.
Yo, bro, you gotta take off your working suit, bro. You gotta take off the suit, man. That shit could have been a setup, bro.
The reason
don't
why
be surprised, man.
The reason why I don't is because Puello's saying, like, no, I had a procedure done. He's not saying, I have no idea what the system is in my body. He's not saying that. What he's saying is, I have this system in my body because of this procedure. So that's why I can't say what you guys are saying.
No,
you guys are crazy.
All right.
Careful, because we already don't get a lot of opportunities. So our fighters got to be very careful with new shit in the system.
No, I agree.
Very careful. With trusting trainers and managers to give you new supplements and all this.
Yeah.
This is not a good.
I really hope that he beats this case, and that way we can continue on with how good we had of a year last year, and this year we started off slow. So far, we haven't had much big wins. But we haven't really gotten the opportunities this year, with the exception of Tank versus Hector. But
I looked at that as a win because Hector did perform well.
I'm not gonna say that, but that was a tough fight to get a win out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get mad at Hector for fucking losing the Tank. Like
exactly
true.
His first fight at 135, and a fight. Some people had it a draw. Some people had him winning, and he was not gonna win either way because one judge gave him 2 rounds, and the other 2 only gave him 1 round. So
my goodness!
Yeah, the scorecards they were off. Like the closest one I think was up. Like he was down by like 3 rounds or 2. Then the rest were like 4 rounds.
Yo, but he
it was bad. The fix was in already for that one.
he could have won had he came out in the corner, he could have won the rest of the rounds and still wouldn't have gotten the decision.
That's crazy.
Yo, it's like, but whatever. I mean, it's a moot point because hey, Tank ended up hurting him and ended up getting the stoppage. But damn, when you hear shit like that, it como que te quita el ánimo. You're like, damn, man. Like I was anticipating.
We gotta risk it all, and that even changes the way you fight. When you know that you're the B side, man, I gotta be more aggressive. Man, I gotta be more. Like you can't even fight like you probably are used to fighting. You gotta fight like those times.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's why all of our fighters, if you realize, all of them are in exciting fights. All of them. They all have an exciting style.
Oh, they're aggressive.
Yeah, look, De Los Santos.
Michelle is aggressive, even though he's not a knockout puncher. You could.
Yeah, Michelle is aggressive. Puello, he was that his fight with Akhmadov. That was a candidate for fight of the year.
Oh yeah, that was action packed.
That was action packed. Adames is always exciting.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about the Sims fight, man? We didn't talk about that. That was
a good fight for Akhmadov.
Fight.
Yo, that fight. All jokes aside, is in the candidate for fight of the year. That exciting.
I became a fan of Sims there because he wasn't just a skilled boxer that fought from the outside.
The fight is that Akhmadov style. He makes you fight his fight, kind of.
That was a title eliminator. Give that one to Rolly.
I don't know.
He will watch Rolly.
And by the way, people who criticize Elvis for taking one loss to Sims.
Lost to it.
Yeah, but look who the fuck he lost to. That's what I've been saying.
Dog.
Sims is good, man. He's a great fighter.
He had way more experience. He had like 10, 15 more fights than Elvis at that time. So it's like, but
and he's another guy. He had it tough too, man. Sims. It's not like he was gifted that, man. Now he's gonna be more active. I know PBC's gonna take care of him. Yeah, he's gonna get more fights now.
He was a victim of a bunch of bad decisions on his come up, but he just kept grinding, beat Elvis, got his name on his map that way, kept grinding, got his opportunity against Akhmadov and cashed in. I had that, to be fair though, I had that fight a draw.
Yeah, that fight was pretty close.
It's close. It was close, man. Akhmadov fights, he makes you fight his fight.
Akhmadov gets the stick. I'm sorry.
Yo, Akhmadov, if he's in a close fight, he not gonna. He ain't gonna get the decision. Apparently, man.
He's aggressive, but his shots are not always clean, so that's the problem.
He goes to the body a lot. Some of them don't land. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go to the head a little bit more, and that's ironic because usually you want fighters to go to the body more. I feel like he's a little too body.
Guess who fought Akhmadov? Barroso.
Yeah, and he stopped Barroso.
Yeah, he stopped Barroso.
Yeah.
Barroso was 55 years old at that time, right? Yo, I heard Barroso used to spar with Chavez Sr. Not playing.
Yo, did y'all see the two Dominicans fight, Starling Castillo versus Esteldi Suero?
It was a little messy, that fight, man.
I saw. It was a little sloppy. I saw a little bit. I didn't see the whole fight.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. It didn't really impress me. You gotta be exciting to get network television if you're Dominican. You're not gonna get Rolly privileges.
Yeah, I didn't think Castillo won. I thought that Suero won that fight, but I thought the referee was way too involved at times, and that he took 2 points from
That's crazy.
From Suero for biting, and I ain't see no biting on the replay. Like I ain't see a bite, so I'm not sure what he saw.
Do something with like video footage. And being able to, when you make a bad mistake, to take it back, man.
But
man, they don't.
I would agree though that the styles didn't mesh well though. It was a bit of a sloppy fight. I kind of
system to correct the referee. Oh no, hey, listen, you got that one call. It wasn't a knockdown. He slipped. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no.
In Vegas they use replay though.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they would have used it with Rolly. He pushed.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, he got stopped. Well, I'll put stopped in quotation marks. And what they would have done is they would have reviewed it between rounds, and if they would have
got to the in between rounds, you're right.
If they would have deemed it like a push, like as I'm sure they would have, they would have instructed each corner, hey, that wasn't a knockdown. Hey, that wasn't a knockdown. So
yeah. They got the athletic commissions for every state got to do something better.
No, but my thing is, yo, how the fuck we got 50 different athletic commissions? Yo, that makes no sense.
Every state, yeah.
Every state has different rules.
It's different, yeah.
It's like, yo, it's one country. Like, I understand every state has different rules in terms of, like, you know, oh, this state you can walk around with a gun, this state you can't. All right, I understand that because different states work differently. But boxing is boxing. Why can't you have replay in Vegas but not in fucking Florida? What's the difference?
Maybe a promoter throws a couple dollars in an envelope.
True. It's all about the green, man. At the end of the day,
we want to have more control of the fight.
No, I'm talking about why we don't have just one, the United States Commission, the United States Athletic Commission.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It has to do something with money.
Something with money, dog. Lobbyists get paid, dog.
I don't know, man.
And they get paid by the people at the top to put the laws in place.
Weird, man. Shit is definitely weird. I don't get it. Like, this sport is lacking a lot of organization and it's lacking a lot of new blood. I feel like the way shit's promoted is like if it's fucking from 1950, man. Like, they don't do nothing for the young people.
That's why the UFC is so popular, man. Because they have one organism. And
exactly. Yep.
They have one belt, too.
Just one promoter's a league, UFC. You know, Ultimate Fighting Champion, one league, one belt. Everything is under just one organization.
The only thing I will say about that is that since it's only one promotional company, that's why they pay the fighters so bad. So, because the fight is like, all right, I'm paying you $300,000. All right, but if you go fight for whatever Bellator or whatever the other ones are called, it's like, yeah, you're gonna be making $90,000. So it's like, yeah, you could make $300,000 and really be supposed to get paid $10 million, or you can leave me and then go fight for $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So having more than one promoter is a good thing because it creates a negotiation. Yeah. But it's that wasn't even where I was going with it, because I was talking about a commission, not the promoters. But the problem is not necessarily the promoters. The problem is the networks. The fact that these promoters are like tied to a fucking network. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, well, you want to see Shakur versus Tank? All right, well, we can't do it because, you know, the networks, you know, they're not going to work with each other. Or I'm not going to send, you know, our guy over there, and you're not going to send your guy over here. And it's like, yo, like, I just want to see a fight, man. Y'all talking about business shit. I just want to see a fight.
Yeah, no cross promotion.
As well. I love what you're doing on IG, going live with the other boxers, man.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know if you have done
platform there where a lot of you get a lot of visibility in IG because you bring everybody's fan base.
Yeah, I've gained a lot of. By the way, for the people watching that don't know what he's talking about, so lately on Instagram Live, I've been going live and having the other Dominican boxers join me. So I was on Instagram Live with I'm gonna just mention a bunch of boxers that I've done that have hopped on my Instagram Live before. So, Erickson Garcia, my co-host for the La Esquina Dominicana. Elvis Rodriguez has hopped on. Edwin de los Santos, Carlos Adames, Jan Santana. Who else? A few. I think that's about it. But at one point, it was me, Elvis Rodriguez, Edwin de los Santos, and Carlos Adames all together on an Instagram Live talking boxing. So if you're a Dominican boxing fan, like, that shit is like gold to you. You hopping on. So we've been doing it every now and then, hopping on, doing it together, talking boxing. And these guys have been enjoying themselves doing it. And yo, every time I get off, I gain like 10, 20 followers on IG.
Yeah, you finally over the followers now. You got more followers now than people you follow, which is a good look for your page.
Man.
And I believe that, guys, this is part of the movement right here. This is part of building the infrastructure that other countries have, like Puerto Rico, Mexico. This is where it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Because we upset we're not getting the fights where we at. we need to keep doing this for the sport that we love.
Oh, by the way, something I said on that Instagram live, and I'll say it here. Anybody who's gonna go to Minnesota to watch Adames versus J-Rock, and if you're gonna go and you're gonna bring your Dominican flag and all that, DM me while you're in Minnesota. I will make sure 100% you get a picture with Carlos Adames.
Man, that's big. That's me.
So, again, don't hit up Adames because he's busy training. He's not gonna probably respond. Hit me up, Broadway Joel Instagram. DM me while you out there and go, Joel, I'm here at the fight. I want a picture with Adames. I will make sure you get a picture with Carlos Adames. You got my word. Again, you got to communicate with me, though, not with him. Communicate with me. What's up?
Those seats are not expensive. You could be literally a front row.
Yo, a front row ticket costs you $100. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You guys, and by the way, Minneapolis is not. I thought it was like some fucking middle of nowhere city. Yo, it's a big city, like buildings everywhere. It's like where the fighters is in downtown. So when I went, there was a freaking snowstorm, so I couldn't enjoy I couldn't enjoy the city. But it's a really nice city. It's a big city. It's an experience, man. You're gonna be out there. You're gonna be.
Yeah, it's an experience.
You know, you guys are gonna meet me. You guys are gonna meet Adames and Bob Santos, and I'm sure a couple other Dominican boxers will be going just to go watch and support Adames. So I'll make sure you guys get pictures with all of them. So if you guys are going to Minnesota, and while you're out there, DM me, go, hey man, I want a picture with Adames. Where can I meet you guys? And I'll make sure to make it happen.
But some of the guys are in the fence. When these events happen, there are other people there. So fuck around, might have a group picture with a bunch of Dominican fighters, Joel and everybody else.
Yeah.
Florida with you guys when you went down there.
When I went to Florida, when Puello and Hector won their titles, listen to all the Dominicans that were there. So obviously Puello and Hector were there. Elvis, Jackson Mariñez, Victor Santillán, Mini Pac-Man, Frenzy Fortunato, who else? Carlos Adames, and I think that's about it. All those people, that's 8-10 boxes all up top that were there. Plus Bob Santos, all that. We all took pictures and all that. My big Dominican flag, the one that I used to have here. Now I got the little one, man.
What happened, Joel? What happened?
Nah, people kept saying, like, yo, the flag, you have it the wrong way. It's too big. It looks sloppy. This, that, and the third. So I was like, you know what?
That was your signature picture right there.
That's all good. I honestly, I do like it better. It looks cleaner.
Okay, cool.
So I got the flag here. I'm still rapping. I'm still the voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the voice, you know. But yeah. So
we just waiting for the dates right now, man. We don't got no big dates.
Yeah, man. They don't get me. I'm not gonna get started on the Edwin De Los Santos because I don't want to turn up. I'm already. I'm already demonetized. I'm not trying to go.
Hopefully, we get a Hector Day soon.
Yo,
I want to see Santillán too, man.
Santillán, I can't talk about it, but
what about La Maraña? Does he have a day on Showbox? Wasn't it?
Nah, man. La Maraña, Everson Garcia. Shout out to him. La otra mitad de la esquina dominicana. He has a tentative date, but it's gonna be on Pro Box, not on Showbox. So originally it was supposed to be on Showbox, but I don't know how much I could talk about it. But let's just say he's no longer going to be on Showbox. He's no longer going to be on Showbox.
Showbox, they have good quality cameras. It's not Showtime, actually. It's not. I'm sorry. But they have Paulie Malignaggi. They have a couple guys.
And it's like a $3 pay-per-view. Something cheap. Yeah. Something like where, like, if you're not buying the pay-per-view, then you're just a fucking asshole. Like, you just cheap.
$3 how you support.
Yeah, $3 to support a Dominican. Like I understand. Yo, I don't got the money. I can't fly to Minnesota and buy tickets. That I understand. Now, if you can, cool. But if you can't, I understand. $3 to watch a fight, to watch a Dominican. If you can't afford $3, then
it's on YouTube. So I don't know if it's going to be on YouTube or.
If it's on YouTube, even better. But we'll see. But again, that date is not set in stone. That's why.
Luis Collazo last fight was on there.
Damn, that dude's still fighting.
Or somebody. He got knocked out for the first time I seen him get knocked out.
He's fighting Rolly, bro. He's fighting Rolly.
I still think he could be Rolly, though. I think he could be Rolly at 140.
Yo, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
Yo, what's up for this weekend, man? Good fight this weekend. Good card too.
Oh shit, we didn't even talk about the eyes. We'll talk about this fight.
Yo, I'll let y'all later, bro. I gotta go.
Tato, mi hermano.
All right.
So we'll talk about this fight and then I'll end the show. Yeah, man. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, man. Devin Haney was talking about how Lomachenko's a dirty fighter and this and that. I'm like, I never seen Lomachenko be a dirty fighter.
Yeah. He was trying to sell the fight. No, he's just trying to sell the fight. He was mad at Loma because Loma wasn't saying anything negative about Haney. Because Loma's like, he's just giving him props, whatever. But you know how Loma is. He's humble. That's not his character to sell the fight. He doesn't sell the fight, you know. He just wants to fight.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? That a good trash talker and stuff like that. Some people just like, hey man, I want to fight, you know, and this, that, and the third. And he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
But my thing is, we're circling back to Devin Haney's comments. When have we seen Lomachenko be dirty? I don't know him to be a dirty fighter.
They mention him he fights dirty off the clinch. No, that's what they're worried about. He's a good fighter off the clinch.
Like, yo, you the dirty fighter. You don't want always clinching.
Exactly. Yeah. But Loma's good. Like when he gets clinched, he comes out the clinch, he'll throw a little short hook.
No, a lot of times too, when you're holding him, a lot of times, like let's say you're holding his arms, you'll pick his arms up and slide down. Like very unique way of getting out of a clinch. He does a lot of like interesting things that we don't see other boxers do. But yeah, he punches well out of the clinch. He punches well in the inside.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something Devin Haney's worried about, but I don't think that's dirty whatsoever. I never thought of Lomachenko and be like, yeah, that's a dirty fighter.
Yeah.
Like, I thought of Rolly being a dirty fighter.
Of course, yeah.
Pitbull Cruz being a dirty fighter, but I never thought of Lomachenko being a dirty fighter. That's not even something that's come across my head. One thing I will say is, man, Devin Haney looks way bigger than Lomachenko in that.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's making weight though. I don't know. You think he's gonna make weight? You think he's gonna hit that 135?
I mean, you know, a lot of times these dudes they cut the last 3, 4, 5 pounds in the sauna or this is some shit that boxers do. They'll put they cover their body in a cream called Abilene or sweet sweat.
Yeah.
Right. So that makes you sweat, and then they'll put a tub full of hot water and they'll lay in it, and all you doing is just sweating. And yo, bro, you can sweat literally like 5 to 10 pounds off in one day. It's not healthy to do.
No,
fighters do it.
Yeah.
But so I'm not sure. You know, I'm sure Devin, if he's missing those last 3, 4, 5 pounds, he'll resort to doing that. That's not a healthy thing to do, but hey, he'll do it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's gonna make the weight. I mean, you don't want to lose money. You don't want to lose the opportunity of defending your belts, and and then you're not gonna get credit for the win if you I missed weight, but yeah, he beat him
exactly.
Yeah, but you beat him, but you was already had the size and weight advantage, and you blew weight. You know what I'm saying? So I think you don't think he's gonna make weight?
I don't know. Maybe he will. I know he's struggling. That he's draining himself to make that weight because he's just too big. You know, his frame. I think his natural weight is 140. This could be his last fight at 135. If he loses to Lomas, he's definitely gonna move up.
Yeah, I mean, he has a rematch clause. He has a rematch clause.
I don't see him staying any longer.
I'm just saying.
Maybe for a tank fight or Shakur. I think for a tank fight, he'll probably stay if he beats Loma, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll see. We'll see how he feels he made the weight. One thing, Eddie Hearn made a comment today, and I actually agree with him. He's like, all right, well, Devin Haney is only valuable because of his belts. He moves up to 140. He's no longer valuable. He's just another guy at 140. Like, he's not really like a superstar.
Yeah, he's not gonna get that privilege to fight for a world title his first fight. But
Well,
that all depends what top rank as well, though.
Technically, he is, because the WBO has a rule that when the champion moves up in weight,
super. The super champion.
Exactly. So I mean, there is that,
True.
but still, you know, I see your point. I see your point.
I think Loma wins.
I was just gonna ask you, who do you think wins? You think Loma wins?
Yeah, I think Loma wins.
Break down the fight to me.
I think Loma's he's gonna start more aggressive this time. I think he's gonna let his hands go from the beginning. He's gonna apply the pressure. I think he's gonna take away the jab from Haney. That's the key. If he takes away the jab from Haney, he will win. And he's gonna go to the body. He's gonna go to the body as well.
Yes. Somebody mentioned to me that Devin Haney only landed like 11 jabs against Jojo Diaz or something like that. Something like a really low number.
Yeah, he didn't land that many those jabs. He was landing against Kambosos, but not Jojo Diaz.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jojo Diaz is a southpaw, and like, does Devin Haney have trouble landing that jab against a southpaw? It's an interesting match.
The thing, my fault to cut you off, but the thing with Kambosos is more of a will fighter. He's not about skill. He's more of a will. So those type of fighters will be easier for Haney. You know, you need to have some type of skill.
Yeah. Listen, I'm picking Haney only because I feel like this isn't the Loma from 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
No. I know Haney's I'll favorite Haney, but I think Loma's motivated for this fight.
The only thing is, Haney's a free agent after this. This is a top-ranked show.
The politics.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to finish the sentence. Listen, if you're smart enough to figure out what I'm saying, God bless you. If you're not, then hey, man, figure it out. But I'm just saying, man, this is
Is Tony the ref? Is Tony? You imagine Tony's in a hot place right now. Tony's not. I don't think they want Tony in your time.
Tony's like, yo, you see my work last week, man? Put me down, man. You don't see my work. I'm good.
No, I don't think Aaron wants him around there. Yeah. They'll probably have Kenny Bayless, or they'll have Thomas Taylor. I like Thomas Taylor.
That's the white dude, right?
Yeah, the white dude. Yep.
Yeah. He's good. So on the undercard, you got Raymond Murataya versus.
That's a good fight. And Nakatilia. That's a 55-45.
Yeah, y'all know I'm very high on Raymond Murataya. He did scare me in his last fight where he got dropped. That fight did scare me. But by the way, the referee is Harvey Dock. That's a good referee.
Oh, Harvey Dock. Oh, he's good. Okay.
Yeah. But Raymond Murataya did scare me. He got dropped in his last fight. But for me, when I remember seeing the fight, it looked like he came out cold. And then when I interviewed him, that's exactly what he told me. Hey, man, I came out cold, and that's why I got dropped. So I'm not going to criticize him too much. I'm picking Murataya by KO, and I think he's going to make a statement.
It's going to be that fight doesn't go to this. He probably gets the KO. It's going to be tough because Nakatilia, he could crack.
He can.
He could crack. Stevenson just made him look like an amateur, but that guy could crack. He surprised me with the way he got Burchell out. I was like, wow. He could definitely crack.
Yeah. Like I said, if he beats him, he'll be making a statement. I'm trying to see if either of one of them are ranked. I think Nakatilia is ranked in the WBC, but I could be wrong. Let me see. I think he's ranked like number 15 in the WBO. Let me see. Damn, my memory is crazy. Yeah, Nakatilia is ranked number 15 in the WBO. And let me see if he's ranked anywhere else.
And this is the opening bout, by the way, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, so he's he's ranked number 15th in the WBO. I know Murataya is ranked in the WBC, but like number 19 because the WBC does something on their website where they rank more than 15 fighters. Yeah, but yeah, so ranked number 15, he beating the number 15 ranked fighter in the WBO. So he'll be ranked at least in that sanctioning body, and most likely in the WBC if he gets the win. So that's a good fight, and that's a fight I'm really looking forward to. Another fight that's on the undercard is a rematch between Oscar Valdez and Adam Blue Nose.
Adam Lopez.
In the first fight, Oscar Valdez got his jaw broken. His jaw broken. So listen, man, when a guy breaks your jaw, he knows he's got that. There's some kind of mental advantage that he's going into the ring in with. Like, I broke his jaw last time I was in the fight. Whether he won or lost is irrelevant. But you know what I'm saying? The fact that he has that mentality, and he came in weighing in at 126 for a fight at 130. So now this fight is scheduled at 130. He's not taking a fight on short notice. So he'll come in a little bit heavier. He'll come in preparing for Oscar Valdez. I don't know why. I should pick Oscar Valdez, but I have no idea what I'm picking. Blue Nose, man.
Blue Nose.
Like
it's gonna go distance.
It's not so much me breaking it down. It's just a feeling. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he beats Valdez.
You think so too?
Yeah, I think it'll be like one of those split decisions. It's gonna be a close fight, though.
Yeah.
It'll be a close fight. It's going distance.
Yeah, I think it goes the distance as well. But yeah, man, I don't know why. Something is telling me that Blue Nose is gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
Also on the undercard, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with these weights, but
with the Maloney brothers, one of the Maloney twins
versus Nakatani. Supposedly, this is gonna be a really good fight.
Is the co-main?
What was that?
Is the co-main?
No, this is this will be
Valdez fight.
ESPN. So this is gonna be on free ESPN. This will be not on the pay-per-view.
Oh, really? Because I thought it was 4 fights, including the main event. I thought the Maloney.
No.
Or just 3 fights on the ESPN on the pay-per-view.
So on regular ESPN is gonna be Nico Ali Walsh.
Okay.
And Nakatani versus Maloney, and then on the pay-per-view is going to be Murataya Nakatilia, Valdez Blue Nose, and Lomachenko. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So do you know anything about Nakatani and Maloney? I'll be honest.
Not really. No, I really don't know much. I've seen the Maloney. I've seen like highlights of the Maloney brothers. I can't tell which one is which. I need to see more of them, to be honest with you. I know this guy, what's his name? The Japanese guy. Anyway, he knocked out one. I forgot which one he knocked out, but I think it was like 2 years ago.
Fight I seen him in. Oh, and I saw him in another fight against what's his name? John.
One of the I'm not sure which fight. I don't know which one was which, but there was one that fought the Cambosos Haney on the card, I believe.
Yeah, there was one
in Australia. Because they're Australian.
Yeah, he fought a Dominican. Yeah,
he fought this guy, the vet guy. He's a little older.
Jimenez.
Yeah, Hermenito. Yeah, Hermenito. Yeah, he beat. I don't know. That's the same one that's fighting on Saturday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've seen. I don't know which ones I've seen, but
exactly.
I've seen them fight like 4 or 5. I've seen the brothers fight at least 3 or 4 times. I'm not sure which is which, but I saw the Joshua Franco fight. I saw the Jimenez fight. I saw the Inoue fight, and I think I might have seen another one. But yeah, I've seen them fight. But supposedly, my friends who are big into the lower weights, they tell me this is a really good fight and it's going to be competitive. So
people say Nakatani's going to win.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Right, we'll see. Again, I don't know. I don't know enough about that weight class to really make a prediction. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like and act like I know it. So I'm gonna just watch.
But speaking of that, speaking of the 122, anyway, and Fulton's gonna fight in July, right? 25th of July, 26th.
Yeah, I believe it's like
supposed to fight.
5 in the morning on a Tuesday or some shit like that.
I have to check. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's the Saturday. If it's Saturday, I'll wake up early. I don't mind waking up just to see that fight because I'm gonna wake up extra early for the undercard.
it's gonna be on a Tuesday if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, on a Tuesday. Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
no, it's over.
But yo, Al, I'm about to end the show right now. I appreciate
you,
my man.
No doubt, always. You already know.
Yeah, man. Finish that Al Bernstein. How you like the Al Bernstein interview?
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I'm not up to it. I know you probably asked him about like what was the biggest fight he ever saw or whatever as a broadcaster. I haven't got to that point. I'm up to the point where he's talking about how he grew up in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, all right. Yeah, it was a good interview. It was a good interview.
The Jim Lampley too. I saw that. Yeah, that was good.
My Jim Lampley interview. That's one of my favorite interviews I've ever done.
Yeah.
I still think the Joanne Guzman was the best interview.
Yeah, that one was pretty. No, they're all good, man.
I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, they're all good.
You know, we should interview Teddy Atlas. That's my guy right there.
Yo, I'm not a fan of Teddy Atlas, man.
No, why?
He hates boxing. All he does is complain about boxing.
The judges, though, man.
Yo, bro, but at some point you gotta talk about the good. Every time I see him, he's blowing a fucking blood vessel complaining. I'm like, I'm all right, bro. Like, I keep those.
No, man, you should interview him, man.
I'll see what I can do. I know some people that know him, so I'll see what I can do.
All right.
But all right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on, watching the show. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Again, if y'all enjoyed yourself and y'all enjoying the content I'm bringing, the interviews I'm bringing, hit me on the Cash App, $ Joel City. If you don't have Cash App, hit me on the Zelle, BroadwayJoel@yahoo.com. Again, my page was demonetized, unfortunately, so I'm not making no money from YouTube right now, currently. Again, and also, if you want to take it a step further and you want to support me by wearing my merch, wearing my brand, go to BroadwayJoel.com. Get yourself a Dominican boxing shirt. All right, guys, until next time, peace.